Welcome to the second segment of the Community-Based Broadband Planning tutorial series presented by the Information Use Management and Policy Institute at the Florida State University. In this segment, I will cover the basics of community-based broadband planning. Website resources with live links included in this tutorial are located on the tutorial homepage. In this tutorial series, the FSU Information Institute presents results from studies completed for two broadband programs funded by the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act, Florida Rural Broadband Alliance, and the North Florida Broadband Authority. We present some of the more important findings here. Community-based broadband planning is an important function that will help your community members address the development of economic, educational, and social needs as they participate in the modern digital world. Beginning this process puts your community in a good position to support those organizations and citizens who might not be able to participate in increasingly electronic environments without some assistance. Studies show that users who gain internet and computer skills in community spaces are more likely to adopt broadband at home. Your plan is the key to supporting this process for your own organization as well as for your community. This model lays out a cyclical process by which a community group organizes, conducts a community-based needs assessment, engages in planning and deployment, conducts outcomes assessment, and begins again to further the community's broadband deployment and adoption. This plan can be used for community-wide or institution-specific broadband activities. Accomplishing these goals will improve the quality of life of residents in your community, increase the effectiveness of community organizations, increase the use of high-speed broadband, and help you promote health services, e-government, education, and economic development in your community. Your community will realize cost savings with better internet service provider contracts, and it can even put your community in a position to receive external funding specifically designed to support broadband initiatives. Benefits from a community-based broadband plan will vary by location and depend upon your particular community's current strengths and future needs. Ideal members for this committee include city and county government officials, as well as leaders from anchor institutions such as libraries, community centers, emergency management institutions, and health agencies, among others, who want to participate and have the time to participate in the community-based broadband planning process. Committee members who possess an established community network should be considered, as well as those with an interest in internet capabilities. Committee members will meet to detail the scope of the project, review the community-based broadband planning process, discuss a proposed timeline, and discuss general questions about community needs. Most importantly, the committee will identify a committee leader, identify roles for each member, and draft a statement of purpose for the committee. A community-based broadband planning committee may need to consult with a technology expert who can provide objective advice about technical specifications for the community. Each community is different and faces different broadband challenges. This position serves in an advisory capacity to the Community-Based Broadband Planning Committee. Individual institutions need to identify technical expertise within their own organizations. Certainly, the Community-Based Broadband Planning Committee can offer advice in locating this type of support. This step is a process to identify the unique broadband enablers and barriers that exist in your community by collecting basic data regarding community uses of computers, the internet, and broadband. This step allows your committee to consider your community's readiness for change, including the willingness to access, deploy, and use broadband. It provides a beginning collection of information upon which to build your plan and measure progress. This can be a part of the process that the committee repeats adding information to the data as it becomes available and as your community grows its broadband deployment. The ability to change ISPs is a key factor for any organization to improve its internet service, and the Community-Based Broadband Planning Committee may be able to offer support and guidance for institutions who want to review their service contracts. Many areas have experienced growth in the broadband infrastructure being provided, and this may be an opportunity for the Community Broadband Committee to make a difference in the service provided. Some communities have even been able to establish their own ISPs, but most provide resources for institutions to make their own choices. This may be one of the first objectives of the Community Broadband Plan, improving service to the community by negotiating with the ISPs on behalf of multiple participants. This may allow the community to obtain better pricing and service. The next step is to determine whether funding can be obtained to support the broadband adoption efforts. Many organizations are barely able to cover current costs and are unable to pay additional fees to change a contract or to pay more for higher connection speeds or service quality. Connect Florida may offer ideas and support that will help improve your internet service provision, and the link for this and all web resources are provided in the space below the tutorial link. Other options exist for anchor institutions such as E-Rate for libraries and schools, and the Rural Health Care Program for healthcare providers, including broadband services. Many times, new technologies are not implemented because people are uncomfortable with change. Providing awareness through training of the benefits of broadband, from economic to educational to leisure opportunities, is one way to allow community members to make informed decisions about broadband adoption. Staff who receive training and development in broadband services are more confident in their ability to provide improved services. The best way to engage your community in local broadband adoption efforts is to show them how their friends and neighbors are benefiting from broadband. Fundamental for community broadband adoption is establishing leadership with an interest in finding new service delivery methods with new technology applications. Provided are just some of the many ways that your community-based broadband planning committee could increase awareness and engage community support of broadband adoption. Remember to celebrate your successes by collecting the stories of those organizations within your community who innovate using broadband services and applications. These initial steps demonstrate to both your citizens and other interested organizations and businesses that your community recognizes and embraces the value of broadband internet. Your community will have taken steps that set you apart from many others. Your efforts will support your community's work in attracting economic development that will improve the quality of life for all in the community. By completing this plan and engaging community cooperation, you have established a key component that enables your community to participate in the growing digital society. We would like to hear from you. Email us at the Information Institute email address provided with a brief synopsis of your community's broadband challenges and successes. Website resources with live links included in this tutorial are located on the tutorial homepage. If you would like to review basics about broadband internet, please see the first set of tutorials, called The Importance of Broadband, that can provide some fundamental information for you to share with your community-based broadband planning committee. Refer to segment 1 of this tutorial, Why Planning Matters, and share this with key community leaders that you would like to attract to your committee. Thank you.